So how much does it cost to recap a Game Gear? I'm going to look at just recapping a Game Gear in an original shell versus how much is it going to cost to completely upgrade with your new screen and your dual speakers, new shell, the works. Let's have a look. Okay, so over at the workstation, we've got some Game Gears here. I purchased them for £30 each. I think that's probably about an average price looking on eBay. I'll tally up as we go through exactly how much just recapping one of these is going to cost. But just as a for instance, when you're buying off eBay, you don't know what you're going to get. So within the first Game Gear, you can see we've got, it's not been recapped. It's a 1 ASIC. Board's looking really nice and clean. Probably a perfect candidate for just a recap to see whether or not that works. When we power it on, so one thing you're going to want to do is get a power supply. You could use your AA's here, pop a game in and see what happens. So okay, so a few attempts it turned on, so there's probably an issue there with the power. Don't know whether you can see that on the screen. But essentially there is actually a game showing. This means that after a recap, that's probably going to look pretty good. So that's the columns game. And then you may also, when you purchase a Game Gear, get something like this. So this is the 2 ASIC. And you can see someone's already given it a go at recapping. So they've added all of the new caps on here. You can see it's not being cleaned up very well, so they haven't removed the old solder before adding these new caps. So let's see whether or not this was sold for parts untested. Obviously it's okay. So with this one, it has been recapped, but the screen is looking dead. So first of all, we've got vertical lines, which probably means one of the caps is not, horizontal lines, which means that the caps probably aren't working or installed properly. Then you've got this vertical line here, which means the screen's probably dead, so it probably needs a new screen. So I would look at cleaning this one up, recapping it, adding a new screen. Okay, so on the right here, we've got an original white Game Gear, which has just been recapped. On the left, we've got the Benven screen install with the USB-C batteries, dual audio, the full works. So I'm quickly go through how much it costs to do this versus how much it costs to do this. So for this one, all you need are your capacitors, and you can get these from most places: Z Labs, Scythe, Retro 6, although I don't think Retro 6 do electrolytes anymore. You're going to need one of each of these. I do a lot of recaps, so I've got a lot of these. For a set, I wouldn't pay any more than £5. So if you've got an original Game Gear and you're going to recap your original Game Gear, £5, you're done. If you haven't got a Game Gear, buy one on eBay, 30 quid, £35, and you're done. Hopefully you've got a nice screen like this one, and you're happy with that. You just want to play it a few times. You're not bothered about, having a nice LCD screen or IPS screen. 35 quid, that's it, you're done. So how much is it going to cost to do the, I suppose, full works? So for something like this with the LCD screen, new shell, all that good stuff, you're going to need to buy a kit from Retro 6, or you can buy all of this individually, these parts from, well, you can buy them from my site, you can buy them from Scythe, Handheld Legends, lots of places. But these come with your buttons, come with the shell. You've got the lens, that's £24. It's about the same if you buy it all individually from Scythe. You're then going to want to probably upgrade the stereo sound. So from Scythe, you've got a new stereo board, put that there, and that allows you to have dual speaker. That's £12, 14 euros or so. The equivalent from Retro 6, I believe, is about £19, maybe £20. Then you're going to need 2 speakers to get that stereo sound out of here. You could just use your original speaker, but these are like £2 each. So £4 I think from Scythe, and again £6 from Retro 6. So it's worth doing that small upgrade to get yourself some nice stereo sound. You're probably going to want to do the USB-C. So this USB-C board, it can connect to 2 batteries. You don't have to connect to 2, but I would say connect to 2. It's going to give you lots of power. These batteries I got from AliExpress, and they cost around about £8 delivered. They do take a little bit of time to get there, so order those ahead. The Retro 6 version of this is, I think, £36, but that does come with the batteries, and they are much higher capacity than this, but it's £36 from Retro 6. Then for the screen itself, you're going to, personally I go for Benven, and this is the kit that comes with it, and this is, I believe, about £78, 90 euros. You can buy these from Scythe, you can buy them from my site, you can buy them from Benven. There's also places in America. I haven't done the full research, but expect to pay around about that price for that kit. So all in all, we've got your Game Gear, all of these extras, all packed into a nice new shell to give you that. That's going to cost you around about £185. So yeah, it's not cheap, but it is well worth it. 185 quid, and that's going to last you years and years and years to come with the new capacitors in there. And if you want to go one step further than that, you can get yourself a Scythe board, mainboard. So on here, if you were to go for something like this, this is going to last you, I reckon, forever. I don't think anything on here will ever fail again. That's not a guarantee. But if you want to be absolutely sure everything's going to work, this is 50 euros, which is about £42. It does reduce the price of these two by €2 each as well. So you do get some price down from that. And that is going to cost you around, including the Game Gear, about £210. Now, all of this stuff that you can order, I've not included delivery. So you can add delivery on top, but I have kept the price of this. So yeah, about 200, 210, £220 if you want to go for the Scythe board as well. It does take a lot more skill to get these ASICs from the old board to the new one, so I wouldn't recommend that for a beginner. Adding a screen is certainly for intermediate. Even recapping, if it's not done correctly, you could get issues. And this one from eBay works. Like I showed you, but the recap's not that great. So if you're going to be buying stuff from eBay, I would ask to see what it looks like inside, because this doesn't look like it's been cleaned. A seller should happily take pictures of the inside. Let's just pop that. Okay, so I hope you like this video. If you want to see how to install most of this stuff, I think I've done videos for all of it now. Have a look on my playlists. Yeah, have a great day and enjoy building.